Hey y'all. It's me. It's Doc Swiner. Happy Friday. I'm finally doing the thing I promised I was going to do on Monday. Well, I didn't really promise. I said I was going to, be available, but you run out of steam. Things just, don't always work out the way you want them to. So, here I am. Hey Miss Dawn. Hey Steve Rutherford. Hey Jay Reddick. I see y'all coming in. I'm going to high five you. High five you as you're coming in. Hello. Hi, Miss McGee. I see you. Hey, how are y'all doing on this beautiful Friday? Thankfully, in North Carolina, we're finally getting some a string of good weather days, so I'm very happy to be sitting in front of the window and getting some sunshine and some warmth. Hey, how are y'all doing? Hey, finally doing what I said I was gonna do. You know how it is. You plan to be available and have enough energy to get all the things done you want to get done, and your body says, no, not today. And then the week took over and patience and work and blah, blah, blah. You want to hear all that. Good news is I'm here now and I'm ready. I've done my research and I'm ready to talk to y'all about all the vaccines and all the things. So y'all come on in, share with your friends. Y'all were mad too when I said, when I said, okay, y'all, Monday at noon or whatever. Was it Monday or Sunday? I can't even forget. Monday, I was like, y'all, I'm going live at noon. We're going to talk about this Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Be ready. And by Monday evening, I had at least 5 inbox messages that were like, wait a minute, did I miss it? Wait. I was waiting to see what you're going to say. And I was like, I didn't do it. Oh, Kim got Johnson & Johnson yesterday. Yay. Perfect. 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 So I'm glad that you're here so you can report. Because now you're, what? Are you 24 hours after the shot now? Johnson & Johnson? Good for you, Kim. You're the first person I know that has had Johnson & Johnson. So that's good. I'm excited. Good, good, good. So y'all come in the room, share this with your friends now so they can come in, ask the questions that you have so we can have a discussion about it and so we can keep moving this pandemic finishing train in the right direction. Okay? All right. And for those of you all that may be joining or maybe watching the replay later and you don't know who I am Dr. Nicole Swiner, aka Doc Swiner, and I am the Superwoman Complex expert, as I like to say. And hey, Jensen! And I am a full-time family physician and speaker and teacher and professor and publisher with Swiner Publishing. And a lot of my time is spent educating the public and trying to talk to the community about better health and self-care and not being a superwoman and getting over COVID-19 and this pandemic. So I've been doing a lot this past year of talking. Hey guys, I see you, Fife. Hey, Samar Theodore. I see my friends. Welcome. I try to share the knowledge that I have, both personally and professionally, particularly when it comes to medical health and all the things that are coming out in the media. And I try to chop it up and feed it to you in layman's terms so we can, can all make decisions for ourselves and our families and be healthy and stay safe during all this. So I appreciate all the support that you all have shown me this past year and all the years in my medical career and media sharings of things and sharing your information with your friends and family too. And here we are. So y'all, hey Fife, how you doing? So we are a year in, right? So I've been getting all the notifications and memories from last year that remind me of like the last big thing, and big celebration that we had right before this pandemic hit. And today, if you know me personally, today is my 8-year-old's birthday, Miss Blakey. And a year ago, we were trying to squeeze in her birthday party real quick. We went to a trampoline center and had a party and didn't know whether we were going to be able to do it because like the word was just getting out, like, there could be a worldwide shutdown. So we were nervous about it. We already had it scheduled. Family was coming. We said, let's go ahead and hurry up and get it in because this might be the last thing we can do for a couple of weeks, we thought. Initially, we thought just weeks, right? This turned into a whole year. So we're still here. Prayerfully, myself and my family have been safe and healthy for the most part. I mean, yes, we have definitely lost some distant members of the family, some friends. And so my heart still goes out to those who are suffering and those who are struggling to get through this craziness that we've been going through. But there is light there is light, right? There is joy, there is light. Hi, RDU Black Podcast. Nice to meet y'all. Hi, Sunshine Ray. There is light, y'all. Hey, J-Day. J-Day, my friend Jason, finally got his shot too. There is light. There is hope. There is optimism. 2021 definitely, for me at least, has started off in a much more brighter sense. It started off with more optimism, essentially, of how this pandemic is going. And I'm very happy to say that we continue to see the numbers going down. I'm here in North Carolina. He said, sure did. Hey. And you did well without side effects, right? I think J-Day got what? You got Pfizer or Moderna, Jason? But doing well, which makes me very, very, very happy. It makes my heart so glad to see my family and friends and patients in our office. In our office at Durham Family Medicine, we're giving Moderna. We've had, every time we do a shot clinic, the schedule is full. Pfizer, good. I got Pfizer too. But we're doing Moderna at the office. Our schedule's always full. People are happy. And I look around the corner to see them sitting in observation. And I've been so, like, my heart is glad. Like, it's an interesting reaction. I had no idea I would be as giddy as I am now to be in this moment. Like, I knew I was going to be excited that we're at this point in the pandemic where we actually have something to give people, right? Because before, I was hopeless. I felt like, okay, well, these people are getting sick. These people are dying. We don't know what to do about it. How are we going to end this? And then thankfully, as time rolled on, we learned about good treatments. So we were able to see people go home from the hospital. We were able to prevent people from going into the hospital. We were able to treat them so that they had very little complications. And then the vaccines hit. So I'm really happy to be at this point. I'm glad that we made it. And the two side effects that I told the news, I did the news the day after I got my vaccine, or maybe a couple of days after I got my first Pfizer vaccine. And I said my two biggest side effects were hope and optimism. Because when I got the shot, literally I had a big sigh of relief. And you know, Dernier cried in the car when I got in the car, just thinking we survived, you know. RDU says, I'm excited to see people out changing the narrative on vaccines. Yes. Miss Dawn, I'm scheduled to take Moderna on Wednesday, but want to know more about Johnson & Johnson. All right, let's talk about it. So the two that have been out, Pfizer, Moderna. Pfizer came out first, Moderna second, I think. Don't quote me on that. But they both came out around the same time or in December, right? So they've been doing these studies, doing the research. Let me first say shout out to Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett from Hillsborough, North Carolina, a fellow Black female physician. She's a PhD in research. She is the founder of the Moderna vaccine technology. She's been working on this type of technology for 10 years. Hear me, 10 years. Not 6 months, not 9 months, not 3 months, 10 years. A Black female physician has been doing the research on the type of technology, the mRNA technology that both Pfizer and Moderna are using for 10 years. So shout out to her. North Carolina, stand up, represent, all of that. You know, hashtag trust Black women. Dr. Kizzy is the truth. And so I've been able to talk to her one-on-one and was able to talk to friends I know that work in research, literally people who are working on the development of these treatments, who are working on the production and the dispensing of these treatments. I was able to talk to them. I was able to talk to my friends and colleagues that also had volunteered for these research studies that have been ongoing, right? Yes, RDU Black Podcast. Yes, Dr. Kizzy, she goes by Dr. Kizzy. Her name is Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett from Hillsborough, North Carolina. She's right here. I was able to talk to people that had their hands in the making. I didn't listen to the media. I didn't listen to the CDC even, right? Because last year the CDC wasn't really privy to all the information, nor were they given permission to give us all the information. So I was, you know, as a physician, how weird is that I even have to question the national headquarters of medical health, essentially our Bible when it comes to telling patients what to do to care for themselves and the recommendations to get their mammograms and colonoscopies and shots, etc. I couldn't trust them last year for many reasons, and mostly, you know, to be honest, because of the administration. But with this current administration, with Dr. Fauci back at the helm, holding it down for all of us. Hi, Candace. Hi, B. Contraire. I'm much more confident and much more trusting in that the information that we're getting is actually true fact and information. So, say all that to say, Pfizer and Moderna came out around the same time in December. It was literally 3 days after I tested positive for COVID-19, asymptomatic, no infection, tested negative for the antibodies, so I think it was a false positive. But about 3 days after I tested positive, the first shot was given in North Carolina to a black female nurse in New York. It was given in New York. So a black female nurse in New York got the first shot in the U.S. and I watched it live on TV, and was excited, was nervous, had questions. Right, I was very vocal about the questions that I had. I went and did the research, and that's what you have to do, y'all. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't even take my word for it. Go and look at the CDC. Go to Pfizer's website. Go to Moderna's website. Go to Johnson & Johnson's website. Read the information for yourself so that you can be educated. You can hear straight from the horse's mouth what these things are made of and the side effects, etc. Right? I went and did the research, and I said, okay, clearly now that I've had this experience, this scare with testing positive myself and having lost, my husband lost a college friend, and we lost a distant uncle to COVID-19, and having seen patients, both thankfully successfully come out of it and perish from the disease. I said, it has to be done at some point, right? We have to have something that helps us become immune. You don't want to risk waiting to get COVID-19, to get sick, to get the immunity. You don't want to become immune that way because you might not make it. You want to take something that is going to help guarantee that you're not going to die. Okay? And yes, these vaccines have proof that you will not have severe infection symptoms, and there was no death. No death. Even for those who got the shot and still got the COVID-19 infection, there were 0 deaths. Y'all, for the more than 500,000 lives that we've lost, we're moving toward 1 million lives lost to this thing. Taking something that will guarantee at least you won't die is a big deal. Big deal. Think about that. Even if you get COVID infections, and yes, there are mutations and strains that are out now, and these shots, by the way, also cover for the strains. Even if you catch it, you're exposed to it, you test positive for it, you will not die. End of discussion, right? End of discussion. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be going back into the field, seeing patients. I'm going to be in their faces. I'm going to be exposed to people. I don't want to get sick with COVID-19, and I don't want to also, even if I don't get sick, I don't want to bring it back to my family. I've got 2 kids and a husband at home, and I don't need to be passing it on to anybody or passing it on to you in the grocery store, passing it on to you for those of y'all going to church, which you shouldn't be right now, but physically going into the church, but passing it on to people. We don't want to be passing it on, right? So I did the research. I said, I'm going to get it. And I was, for the Pfizer vaccine, which was available, right, point blank, period. But for me, we had access to the Pfizer vaccine through our ACO that we're a part of as physicians. I went down to Wake Med, had my scheduled appointment, got my Pfizer shots, and I'm now fully vaccinated. Praise God. But we were learning more and more about this Johnson & Johnson one-shot deal that was coming, right? So it's here. Kim McGee, my friend that's here on live, said she got her Johnson & Johnson shot. She's the first person I know here that has gotten the Johnson & Johnson shot here in North Carolina. She says she's doing well, feeling well. She got it yesterday. Johnson & Johnson, the company which you are very familiar with that makes powders and all kinds of different products, baby products, they developed a one-shot vaccine. So Pfizer and Moderna, the ones that have been out for the last couple of months, are both 2 shots. Moderna, you get one and then you get another one in 28 days. Pfizer, you get one and get the second one in 21 days. People have been doing great with it, right? Doing well. And by the first shot, they're saying if you get that one shot, you get about 75% protection. And then by the second shot, you get anywhere between 94 to 95% protection against catching COVID. Johnson & Johnson is one shot, one time. The data's still out on whether or not we'll need boosters, right? For any of the shots, like on a yearly or whatever basis, just like the flu shot. But for now, Johnson & Johnson is the only one shot alternative. And people that I've talked to have either been really cautious about it. I don't know if it's this thought about Johnson & Johnson as a brand in general. There's been a lot of mistrust, because there's been some issues with some ongoing research about, do their talcum powders cause cancer? There's been some distrust apparently around the Johnson & Johnson brand itself, but people were either really cautious about it or people were really excited about it because it was one shot. So patients that I talked to that wouldn't necessarily consider the 2-shot deal with Pfizer and Moderna, some of them were actually saying, I'm going to wait for the 1 shot because I guess they figured it was easier, it was quicker, and maybe they were going to potentially have less side effects. I don't know. The truth is about Johnson & Johnson, it is that it is less effective. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to know about the Johnson & Johnson shot, is that even though it's 1 shot and you don't have to come back until the booster, which we're still learning about, it is less effective. It is only, and I don't want to say only because any effectiveness against catching COVID and dying is better than none, but compared to 94 to 95% with Pfizer and Moderna, Johnson & Johnson only protects somewhere between 72 to 85%, depending on what you're reading. So 72 to 85% protection against catching COVID-19 versus 94 to 95%. First, or I guess that's the second. So first difference is 1 shot instead of 2 shots. Second difference is that it is less effective. Now, same side effect potential, same protection against the mutated strains. So yes, they've tested things like the South African strain and all the newer strains that are coming out now. They have tested all the vaccines, and yes, Johnson & Johnson also will protect you from those in some way as well. But it's less effective. The delivery system, let's talk about the technology. So the technology or the way that these vaccines work are the same for Pfizer and Moderna. So Pfizer and Moderna were produced on mRNA. So you know what DNA is. mRNA is similar. It's a messaging system. Pfizer and Moderna were essentially implanted into this mRNA message system, like a little email. You get the shot, your cells get an email to develop these spike proteins that then help it recognize COVID-19 and they fight it. Okay, that's Pfizer and Moderna. Johnson & Johnson is a little bit different. It does not use the mRNA technology. It uses what's called a carrier or a virus, the virus vector technology, wherein they take an inactivated or a killed part of the adenovirus. Adenovirus, if you're not familiar, is a type of virus that can cause one of the most common viruses that can cause the common cold. Adenovirus, okay? There's rhinovirus, there's a lot of different viruses that can cause the common cold, but adenovirus is one. It's killed, so it's inactive, okay? So for those that might be saying, oh, they're giving me a virus, oh, I'm going to catch a virus and get sick, hear me when I say it's killed and it's inactivated, okay? So they're essentially using the shell of the virus as the carrier. So in that carrier, there's a shell and there's a message. When you get the shot, your body recognizes the shell, sees the code, and it's a message to the body to produce a spike protein that will then notice COVID-19 when it sees it, and it'll kill it. That's how the Johnson & Johnson shot works. So third difference. Number one, it's a 1-shot deal instead of 2 shots like Pfizer and Moderna. Number 2, a little less effective. Number 3, it works in a different way. So carrier vector or virus vector is the way it works versus mRNA. So those are the 3 big differences, okay? If you ask me, get whatever shot you can get. I don't care what it is. Don't wait. Kim McGee, who's here, or was here earlier in the live chat, said that she got her Johnson & Johnson vaccine. If she's still here, Kim, please tell me where you got it so we can share that information. But what I've been telling everybody is sign up on all the lists. All the lists. So sign up at your doctor's office. Sign up at your health department, your local county's health department's list. Major hospitals. So here, if you're in North Carolina, sign up on UNC's, Duke's, Wake Med, sign up on all the lists. Kim, please tell us where you got it, if you can share that. And then lastly, sign up at your local pharmacy's list. So like everybody has a list, sign up on it. Whoever calls you first, no matter which vaccine they have, get it. Because the fear is if you wait, you could catch COVID in the meantime while you're waiting. And that would be devastating, okay? So don't give away, don't throw away your shot. It's hashtag not giving away my shot, not throwing away my shot. This is our shot. Don't give away your shot or your slot. Get it where you can. Get it where you can, okay? Dr. Fauci says shots in arms. Shots in arms. So boom, boom, boom. Which also is helpful because when these clinics and when these pharmacies and when these practices start giving out their shots, like our clinic, by the way, we have certain vials that are allocated and we're drawing from the vials. Often we'll have like 1 or 2 shots left in the bottle that you don't want to waste. You need to give those. So then we'll start picking up our phones and calling people on the wait list and saying, okay, even though you're younger than 65, even though you're not a teacher and you're not currently in our phase, can you be here in an hour? We start picking up the phone and saying, hey, come and get the shot if you're available. So sign up on all the lists, and no matter which version they have, just go ahead and get it. I'd rather you get Johnson & Johnson than nothing at all. I'd rather you have 72 to 85% chance of surviving COVID than 0. And just hoping that your immune system is strong enough, or hoping that you have access to the right meds or can get to the doctor in enough time to save your life, or to save your grandmother's life, or to save your children's lives, okay? Other thing I didn't say is that I believe Johnson & Johnson is 18 and above. I need to check that, but studies are being done on children. And so soon, hopefully, we'll learn about how to vaccinate our children if we would like to. Okay? That's what I know. What questions do you guys have? Be contrary. You got a wait list shot. See? Yeah, plenty of people have been fortunate and blessed to be on the call list. So that if there's some leftovers, or you happen to be walking in Walgreens or CVS at the time and they announce on the intercom, hey, we got some leftovers, who wants a shot? Be on the list. Be on the lookout. You're welcome. RDU Black Podcast. I want to sign up with you guys so we can do an interview at some point too. I saw you all putting out requests for people to sign up to be guests, and so I would love to come on and talk on your podcast. What else, guys? What other questions? I'm going to save this so you can share it, and I'll, of course, try to update once I get more and more information. Yes. Shots in arms. Get whatever shot. Just get a shot. Get whatever shot, just get a shot. Shots in arms, Fauci said. Right? Get it. Get it. Get it. And if folks don't know my story, so I got Pfizer, number 1. Had 0 side effects except for like a little soreness where I got the shot. Got Pfizer number 2 the day after. I felt it. It was real. I felt low-grade fever. I had about a temperature of like 99.3. I had some chills. I had some malaise or fatigue. I had a little bit of headache. Laid down, took some Tylenol, took some ibuprofen, rested. Got a massage. I already had it. That was Valentine's Day weekend, so we already had our massage therapist coming into the home to do a massage. She was masked up. We were all masked. Everything was good. But after that, getting rubbed down, taking it easy. 6 hours later, I was 100%. That's right. Yeah, RDU, go ahead and get it. So they said, just get a shot. I was apprehensive, but I'm ready to get it now. Yeah, I'd rather you have a fighting chance. I would rather you have a fighting chance. And I'm also happy and optimistic about seeing the curves go like this. That makes my heart glad. Almost every other day I check the Human and Health Services, the Durham Human and Health Services page. where they have the graphs and all of that and the, charts that show how many tests have been positive, how many hospitalizations we have, and how many deaths we've had. And it's going like this. And that just makes me so happy. Yes. You're welcome, Miss Dawn. All right, guys. 2 things I have coming up, which have nothing to do with the shot, but just fun stuff, is I have myself and Dr. Cheryl Giscombe, who is the founder and researcher of the Superwoman Schema. We're doing a talk again on March the 18th. It will be co-hosted and co-sponsored by the American Heart Association of North Carolina. We're going to talk about more Superwoman stuff, more heart healthy stuff, more women's health stuff. That's number 1. Number 2, particularly for my fully vaccinated and half-vaccinated people, that is actually a word now. Yes, Jay Riddick, please sign up to get the vaccine. I promise it's okay. I promise it's okay. I went through it. My staff has gone through it. All my patients pretty much have gone through it. I'm excited for you to get the shot. What was I saying? Okay, second thing, particularly if you are fully vaccinated or half vaccinated, or at least doing all the right things to protect yourself, I'm hosting a private shopping event at Coach, the Coach store in Crabtree Mall with my friend and sister Mallory B. Miss Mallory B. Richardson. We're going to do a private shopping event for just 20 of us, double masked, even better if you've had your shot. And we're going to have some treats and do some shopping at Coach on March the 20th. So I have a Facebook event page that I have the sign up on. Come and join us. We'll have some discounts. We'll have some socially distant fun and some treats and some giveaways. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get outside. I want to get outside, y'all. Go outside. And then more of us that get the vaccine, we can go outside even more. We can go outside and be with people. Still with our masks, but we can go outside, y'all. We want to go. Don't you want to go outside? Let's go outside. Let's go places. I'm excited. The weather's beautiful. Let's go outside. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Jay Reddick. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for asking your questions. Share this with your people and stay informed and be safe. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.